since.
Fnatic on defense, K-Cop on attack. Got some sheriffs.
Could have retakes. Maybe they just don't retake.
When you were gone, Grower said the game Valorant is much less about macro this year.
Look at the sample size here.
Maybe it's with 1. It can't be because the percentage wouldn't add up.
Often, you know.
No,
so,
they don't. I don't even think they like this, man.
Did he explain why?
Neither of them do. I think that's the
no
polar
good ideas
opposite.
on it either.
Polar opposite of what the desk said. You can figure out who you believe.
Who you want?
Is it
Card chat, I can't remember where you are in pistols. Is it 2-2 in pistols or?
No, I'm kidding. Alfia is already going to be starting off with a bang. A man who had a bit of a rough previous map. But this is a map that made him a legend. To get to
on his head.
Taking a lot of damage as well.
Man, they all go for him. Team can take space over towards site.
Good target isolation by Fnatic. They sense Sugetsu's alone, isolate him, drop him.
Very nice for Fnatic.
Start. His first blood on the board, and
yeah, I'm worried they just have an easy time on this map.
KC, an in-zone flawless.
Get some upgrades. Got 4 sheriffs now.
Of Fnatic.
But as we know, the first rounds don't matter.
About round 2, isn't it? All about round 2. Now, surely they won't be pulling that out here.
Yeah, I said that last time. I regretted it, so.
Pass the buck to me. Lovely.
Yeah. Nothing has been purchased other than Sugetsu buying light shields. Which I'm not sure why.
More micro fundamentals and trading
like
is what he
credits,
says.
but hey, Sugetsu a far better player than I, so let's see.
He's going to be on the wide swing, but Elite won't. He's already been dropped straight through the smoke. Boaster spam, finding one. Sugetsu with his shields hiding in the corner. Crashy's set to take him down. An interesting fight on the A site, though, as we've already lost Chronicle. That weapon will be difficult
nice
to
shots,
retrieve with players flooding back into.
He's actually going to get a pawn, right?
Of Fnatic.
Oops. Might be on his head.
There's not much to report on. Not much hope. That shock dart does a lot of damage.
Yeah, they get a
12
pump.
HP left on Avaz. The element of surprise,
this.
his only friend, but a shot or 2 from Alfier closes this round out. He is on fire starting this one out. 5 orbs, turned to 6 with a diffuse, 5 claimed by Blood alone.
Would you say the Chamber right now is an agent is prone to anti-strats? Yes.
Must have heard about
that's kind of why I think it's part of why I think the Vice has to be played. So your strike can be huge.
Shock darts alone, because I think he had one in the first round. He had a couple in this round.
Nice!
Bouncing him off the back wall.
He's back! Nah, good job. I saw this bomb. It's all good.
Alpha, I mean, this is normally his map as well.
Really
he kind of took over the Durka.
He was being
the Durka throne for this one.
Even in battles where he couldn't see
He's so good on this map now.
Smokes, it didn't matter. Now, 2-0 start for Fnatic. Follow up on the pistol. Something that, you know, often you would.
Okay, knife over towards A, hits a jet and a Sova. They get so much info that they're pushing here. And Sugetsu is he's like checking, but I could just tell from where his crosshair was that he's not fully ready for it.
I don't blame you for not knowing which one it is. There's a very good buy coming in for Fnatic.
They're gonna smash him, aren't they?
Managed to keep everything from the prior round and then invest back into this one. And they are just slaughtering KC. It's looked like the bear was poked and now the bear is mad. As only 2 are standing. Arteen's done well though. He's at least picked off Boaster. That gets rid of the orb. I mean, it's a little bit tougher for Fnatic on the entry back.
Martin up top though.
Dude, he must be like,
they can find him. This round's already in the bag. They've spotted him now with the jump peak, and he'll bail down from that position. Smoke goes up. He's going to block them out towards the spawn. Shot whizzes past his head, but he survives to tell the tale. Paranoia, maybe even a little bit early. Expecting this retake to be much faster than it is, and the peak's out. They get nothing. A bonus round for Fnatic. They come in with
so good on this map.
Full weaponry. What the disadvantage is a Guardian. Yeah. They get out with only 1 player lost. KC off to a slow start on Icebox.
It's definitely something that they couldn't really afford to lose, and more importantly, couldn't afford to lose that clean. It was very, very comfortable. And we're actually getting a KC timeout off the back of it. I mentioned it, I think it was what, 2-1 in the previous map where they called a pause. They're doing the same again. And they have been very impactful pauses. Whether it is on that attack side with Zeish, or whether on the defense for Eng. Seems like they switch up who is going to be talking most part to the leader of Sadak. But with the fact that already Martin is the only player on the board for his team, you kind of understand why they want to try and slow the pace at least a little bit, especially
already
with Althea being
maybe
6-0. I think even just letting him sit there for a little bit might be a good idea. Which crosshair has he got now? That's what we need to know.
Oh, it's got to be still Kayaks. Come on. He started to heat up once he stole it.
But do you believe that he would sit there and not in the 20-minute interval not change his crosshair again? Because I believe he will have changed it again.
He might. I mean, he was certainly searching for a solution in that realm. But I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And towards that second half.
This is his POV now, right? That is a different crosshair. It was a little white cross before.
He actually changed it up.
He has. The blue. He wasn't on. I'm sure at the end of the game he was not on the blue dart.
No, you're right. It was a little white.
Yeah. It's like that.
Well.
Okay, Outlaw can one-shot everyone. We've got 2 hero right.
Yeah. It's like that. Okay.
Well,
we'll catch up after this round.
I'll be copying that when I get home.
It won't work for you.
Thanks, man. I love the feed. It's always good to feel like someone believes in me.
I've seen your crosshairs. They're horrible.
That's just outrageous. They're unique, that's for sure. But Althea might have cracked the code. He's already found himself another opening duel. Lockdown online for the late stages of this round, and shouldn't really be needed. It's already a 5v3. They're up against weaker weapons. They're up against light shields. Althea is just tearing them a new one.
Okay, he's not in God mode.
A double, but he's been finally taken out. I think that's his first death so far, and has been unkillable.
He'll come back with a new crosshair next.
Back to the white cross we go. And this is it. The Outlaw is just going to shred through these players. They know where Martin is now. He's running into the Outlaw itself.
I respect that. He was very on top of everything.
A decent bit of damage for KC, considering how the previous rounds went.
Still very comfortable. You're looking at each player has died once on the back side, and Crash uses get done. That's not a whole lot to do. That's harder than taking a shot.
Oh.
Don't be sad.
It's been very comfortable.
Please don't start lagging.
And for KC, Martin is still
we
the
might
only
mess up,
player
chat. We'll see.
To be on the board. This is not the time to go silent. With Fnatic's recent form on this map, looking somewhat stronger on the attack. It's definitely not the greatest.
It literally is the 5A. When everything's going wrong in the buy round, just go 5A.
Deep control being taken right now by Kayak.
They got turret for information behind, and they got to go up against the Killjoy. And the problem is they need to play over towards site with the wall, so they're going to get pushed away from site. And then they're just going to wall defuse. They go for top of site to try and stop that from happening.
The turret actually fired off. Elite's looking the right way. He finds himself the pick. Plant comes in and lockdown is the response. That's full site control for Fnatic.
They just missed their window. Their whole plan was to stick on site and delay the Killjoy ult. Yeah, and they haven't killed the Sage yet. Gonna have to spam this wall as soon as it goes up.
KC as a 5v3 in play, but off the back of the lockdown, they're going to attempt to at least get it to half. The problem is that cost the life of Crashies. Up goes the wall though. Chronicle in with the chance. They've got to be quick. They've got to run it down, and it looks like he'll get it.
Guys, you can't plant there. I thought they were trying to plant top site.
Saves the day, and the blue wall on the other side is crumbling.
Nicely done from Fnatic, especially to get it half nice
One
and
is the
early.
Sage wall,
yeah, it's just a
and
simple one with the Killjoy
is
ult.
what Boaster does with the screen. He realizes he can't activate it while he's currently in the null command, so he runs all the way back to the spawn, activates the screen so they can get it to half, and then once they've already got it, he's running back in.
Two running.
Just a small detail that is a complete difference maker in the round. And while, without even doing
they're having
any
fun.
damage, they managed to win themselves their 5th round. It's a heartbreaker for KC. Well, we could talk about damage all we like, but when it's 5-0, they're not
dude,
gonna
even
care.
Boaster's just owning
the headshot
people.
Machine of Sugetsu has just whiffed heavily, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is a big blow dealt. 4 players alive and you lose the round. That's a good loss.
It's a great solo.
Put through as soon as the drone is. That player stood still and he'll be caught by the second pulse. Kayak dishes in a couple of bullets. And it's a full course for Fnatic because they are 5 versus 2 right back on the horse after a close victory in the previous. Ooh, this could be a dominant bounce back for a 6-0 lead. Martin and Elite, the only players standing in their way.
At this point with the round is done.
Fnatic, yeah, they're so good on this map. But also teams like really struggle to play against Sage at the moment.
But when you don't have a round, that really doesn't mean anything. You can see how passive Fnatic are happy to be, not overextending, not overpeaking.
30 seconds left.
Well, Chronicle's even going to get
Hey,
the
what the
information on both
fast
players.
we'll
25
catch
seconds
the
now.
Beginning of the Americas game.
And it might even just come down to trying to save the weaponry. They've got credits to play with. That's well played from Martin. He's done well, knows that Crashes is on the corner, but he's kind of having to try and do everything. And now, as they attempt to plant, that's where the push comes in from the remaining players. Their only goal is to try and deny, but somehow this comes close, but the time could be an issue.
Oh my god, they won that.
They got it!
They won
Elite
that.
swung just in time to kill off
Whoa.
Poster. I thought the clock would be their undoing instead.
Whoa.
Casey had made that stick.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic steal around and then K-Cop steal one right back.
He swung through for the trade after an opening pick.
Survives on 4 HP, 2 seconds to swing, get the kill.
And they had so many advantages here. The Hunter's Fury put through perfectly.
2v4.
Look at this kayak goes down to the Nano. Martin pushes the smoke and catches Chronicle. And it's that right there.
It's so fast.
Pushing up, covering his teammate, allowing them to get that pick, or so they thought. But Elite surviving was their downfall.
We'll say because of the round they won earlier, they can't have the best money. There's 2 people that can't buy next.
Orb secured for Fnatic.
I mean, K-Cop have the money to have a good half,
a lot of safety nets. The Hunter's Fury used in the previous, the lockdown could be an issue, but now Sugetsu going down, that's going to cause a headache for KC.
It's back-to-back rounds. He has been the initial contact and the initial loss. They are putting pressure on him. Kayak at least keeps advantage, but Sadak's done
and that's the res as well that goes down.
Managing to clear out.
Instant from
But more importantly, the A site. There is a quick reaction though. He's going to continue his aggression crash. He should have him dead to rights, but no. Somehow Sadak, at least for now, has managed
I was
to
going
lift
to say no way.
Most of all, close out
He
the
went an
opponent,
extra step and got the knife out.
Lockdown now in play. They should respect
this.
They're
That's really bold from
Alpha's
Alpha.
gone in alone.
That's a mistake.
It's unnecessary.
Has been feeling it so far.
Yeah, with the plant, Avaz gets his ult. We decide to play off of
I
sight.
think it outweighs the reward. Hunter's Fury for the post plant. Boaster caught up top. The pit won't come into play. And it's Crashy's all alone. Needing the clutch, good read. He isolates a player, but he can't quite catch the kill. Now they're together. They've grouped up, swinging in as one.
Oy, that was close.
KC with a second round.
Close.
And
2
the
in a
bounce
row,
back is
and
on.
Chronicle and Boaster can't buy.
I think that conversion rate is taking a big tumble. Like, there's been so many rounds where
Yeah, I mean, it's every single time they've had the
massive
advantage.
advantages. Okay, the diffuse in front of the opponent's eyes was wonderful, but this one was just, you're trying to close it out too quickly. You're trying to take a big risk.
So stupid.
Dude, I never hear Eng talk.
Words of encouragement.
That's incredible.
They'll never know. And now the economy of Fnatic is gone. 2 players pushing have already been spotted, and it's going to be patient stuff from the side of KC. Seems like the plan from Fnatic was to just make as much noise as humanly possible and then fall back to the other side of the map. It doesn't seem like that has deterred KC at all.
Yeah, he came up with a mini-map.
Crashes was spotted there up on belt. The orb, this is reward, and just get out of here. Bladestorm rotates back into position. Kayak now on the head peak. No, he's actually going further. Jump up and look for this pick potentially. The knife clears the way. KC still have space being taken on this B side of the map. Cross through mid is dangerous, but Alfier's being dropped. Now they've got their
Alpha
route
needs
to the
to
B
reel
side.
in a little bit.
They've got their wall up as well. The shots fired through by
Oi,
Chronicle.
oi, oi.
And he's found the lead
It's a no-scope, bro.
through the wall. It's green one and the wooden one.
30 seconds left.
That's a
Flash, they take a lot of space on this one. We definitely got to keep an eye on Kayak. Pushes behind.
The distance. They put the paranoia in, but
They got no killjoy. They got no information about the push behind.
Crashies has already found one. The numbers thinning on
What's the
KC.
timing like?
They need someone to step up, and the Bladestorm is hunting down Sadek. Danger with that dash online, but he'll be sent back. He'll be delayed. That knife has bought them valuable time, and they look to execute him while the knife not in play.
I can't use that.
Tanking the nade till it's back online, but the time now ticking.
No time.
Fnatic need to be quick. They've got to rush back into this site. So many tight corners to clear. A player stood down below in the form of Aves, and he's got a free pick for his patience. But now he's the last one standing. So low, he will be dropped, but the time is too far gone. In fact, Crashies won't even make it out.
Felt like at one point they
Normal
told him
Kayak.
to do
It's a
damage.
Red Bull clutch for KC with one man buying them all the time they needed.
Yeah, they've made it costly, but I don't think KC are really going to care. Like, Aves is coming into this round with 9,000 credits, so although you've reduced the amount of weaponry, KC are slowly climbing their way back into this match. Ultimate-wise, things will come in relatively even, but definitely look like
Time!
the last few have been firmly in KC's favor.
It's the classic. Sova or Insta-drone.
Without the,
So they both have, oh wait, Crashies doesn't. I thought Crashies got his
There's
ult.
no way Andy's going to put that in the replay. That's the best part.
I think that lineup actually came from the old KC roster. I think that one was from Screen.
The Guardian
Wait.
roster. Chronicles
get that
opened up.
kill.
That's Martine down. A pit in play as well to fight through for KC. They might have ideas about taking it back. Mid is being cleared by Fnatic as we speak. That drone not
I mean, you
quite
kind of know
hurt
where
by the
Boaster
squad.
is,
They
but
don't know how much info
don't
is in
really
the
want to
hands of
take a
Fnatic.
risk by ulting him.
They're not stacking up the A side as a result. Conscious players could have already crossed, and relying on this pit from Boaster, keeping the site under their
What are
control.
they going to do? Just try plant on the edge?
It's just sat in there with a shorty. Like, there's no actual plans to fight.
Here.
He's assuming that they're going to try and clear him out of this position. They're just going to plant on the edge of this.
Yeah, I mean,
Won't
Sova
mean that they
plays
have
on
a
site
limited amount
though.
of control, but
Sova plays on site
still
with
mean
ult.
that
I'm not sure about
Fnatic have to
the...
try and force their way
Not
back
sure about
into
the theory
this
of
one.
who's
It's not
playing
like there's
site here.
a lockdown
Getsu
online.
has his
I'm
ult.
sure he's still
Getsu
one
pops his
away.
ult. No util
Now
for a
they're
little bit.
going to lose their utility as well.
Nothing to get them back in. With the Hunter's Fury, maybe you think they'll play more passive. Sadek, in their eyes, could be the point of contact, but a sneaky play late by Aves. This could be huge. Fnatic have so much space to fight back into this. They're going to pop the res.
Oh.
They're committing. Down goes
Damn,
the ult.
Boaster
And
pops
finds
the
Aves.
ult
The
down.
snake in the grass dealt with the 2 versus
Vision
4.
block, here
As
comes
a
the
result,
wall. Gotta
with a
smoke.
lead down
Haha, the
goal.
wall
6
again,
with Sadek.
bro.
He's
The
been
wall again
rolled
keeps
over.
owning him.
And Kayak
That was nicely
hits
done from
the
Boaster.
shot
The
from
drop of
top row.
the wall here was sick.
Fnatic now 6-3 in the lead.
Infinite with the
always
tier
like
1.
the-
Thank you so
it
much,
seems
man.
like with
Appreciate that.
Boaster's
And John
utility-
Guns JQ with the prime as well. Thank you.
Why
Thank
are we
you.
showing it from
Multiple
all the
POVs.
POVs?
Come on, man. Actually, kind of valuable that it blocked the drone.
This is
Bro,
That's the most toxic replay we've ever had in the
That's
NBA.
outrageous, man.
I can't believe that's just done. Oh my! That has derailed everything I was about to say. I was going to say, I really like the Boaster knows the flaws in his own utility.
Replay guy, no, that's a straight up
Evidently,
red
Sadak
card.
doesn't know the flaws in his.
That's a red card for Andy.
oh man,
We do
that was
have-
so uncalled for.
Is there like
brother.
a segment of worst flash of the week? Because that was definitely it.
Nice shot.
We'll make one now. Elite already down and out.
Ooh. The
Nice opening
crashies,
for
yeah.
Fnatic, but that
Yes,
has
he
not
did.
meant anything in so many
Wait.
of these rounds. KC have been able to bounce back despite the early disadvantages. A fight being forced by Sagetsu. Not sure how I feel about this one.
Yeah, and every
He's got
time they
players
have someone
all
over
around
towards
him,
middle
even
with this
backing
comp, you
out
just
of
go
here's gonna be
fight them.
tough.
You Sage retake anyway.
Cool is not going to budge. Silly is
Well,
made
that would
to.
have been a nice kill. Imagine they got the Sage wall down.
Now Sugetsu has been
So
wrecked
we're all
almost
for the
every
tap of the
single
plant.
round. Whoa,
With the slow?
in combination.
Nice little
with
fast
both
flood.
the swinging,
Oi,
but
great
again,
shot.
There's a response. It seems to be the way a lot
Dude,
of
if he
these
gets
rounds
ult-
go
yeah, he
down.
can
Is
ult
Fnatic
this.
get an advantage, and then there's a fight back
Oh.
in from KC. The
We'll do
guard of Aves is doing his job perfectly, but
Player standing.
Crashies is still standing. He
It's
faces
a
up
good
against
plant, though.
Sugetsu.
It's hard for Sugetsu
1
to
and 8
lose.
right now, but all he needs is one. to double up his kills, and more
Wow,
importantly,
they hit so
add
many nice
another
shots,
round
though.
to the tally.
It's got to be frustrating to be in that coaching booth and watch these rounds, opening pick after opening pick, and we said it doesn't feel like it matters. The round is always up for grabs with big individual plays, and
Another
I think
3v5.
you can also put it down to overheats on the other side. Players taking those fights. You look at Boaster, you look at Alfier. They're swinging in, they're taking unnecessary risks when the advantage is already clear.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the stat earlier was that they have some of the best retakes
I think
of
it
anybody.
was, I might be confusing this with the previous map, but like 57%.
It's like, and when they're not playing them a lot of the time. And the ones we have seen have been solid.
Did you say retakes or 5v4s? Because the 5v4s
Retakes.
also came up
Dude,
earlier.
they pushed
as
down
they were the
bottom and
best
mid, and they
team
had
within
so
stage.
many
I think that was
running.
on Lotus, though,
Drone to
That was
confirm
the
that they're all over
80
towards here.
whatever
I mean,
Not sure if
K-Corp
it
might
was
struggle
Lotus
to get the
specific or not,
plant here.
but yeah, either way, they've historically been one of the best teams at playing once they get the advantage. And that's not being the case here. Casey, you're doing a wonderful job of fighting back.
Wait, what?
Martin doesn't know where to aim. Everyone's dead. He's playing whack-a-mole, but someone else is hitting them first.
Nice shots.
Spike planted.
I don't know if you see the like Pink Panther film
Yes.
where he's
Seen them all.
pretending to fight, and then the bodyguard's actually fighting everybody.
I mean, they
I feel
still
like
have wall. They've lost worse. they have lost worse. Okay,
He's putting up
this one's too far.
imaginary numbers, but luckily his teammates are doing everything else. That's 5 now for KC.
The Steve Martin.
Last
Dude,
round
Yeah.
six
in the
Yeah.
half.
The old ones
six
are
would
good
be
as
an
well, but
insane
Steve Martin
recovery
is
from the
he's a hell
5
of a
0
character. 6 to 5. Right now it is. Feel it. Oh, that was nasty.
I caught the end of it.
Get Martin's POV. It's so funny just seeing him flick
Boy,
around everywhere.
that's
Nothing but
ridiculous,
bodies to be
dude.
seen.
I was trying to look at the minimap and work it out. That it must have
This
been
game
good.
being 6 to 5, like don't get
They're
me wrong,
pretty far
it was
away.
a close round for KC that they should have won. The 4 versus 1 defuse that was played out by Chronicle, but ultimately it feels like with the advantages
So
they've had.
overall, insta-drone again.
We'll see the stats after the game, but opening duels have gone to Fnatic
Crashy,
so
you might be
many
getting
times,
ulted, mate.
and if they don't, they've been able to take 2 for 1s. Fury's got 1, and almost the second,
Nice
but
dodging.
Crashy's
So he plays on the
dodges
top
his
here
way
to
out of
shoot
that
it, and
one.
it insta jumps down because it's harder for him to hit.
Not happy feet.
Where he played same time last round.
Never saw that movie.
Oh, nice dancing penguins. It's
Yeah,
for you.
got Sage over here as well, so they get the heal.
I feel like
Now they
singing
know
penguins
Sage is here,
is
so
also
they kind of know that they, in theory, wouldn't fight sight. So they might freely walk in.
Either way, they have
As
been
we can
stalled
see,
at
they
least
actually
a
wanna
little
fight
bit.
this.
The case have been quite happy to just play down the clock. Seem like anything has been able to stop them since they lost those initial 5 rounds. And while Boaster is fighting versus the
Oh,
full
solo
force.
fight from Boaster.
Carmichael forcing them back. A
good
Viper's pit
Viper ult
used
as
for
well.
post. Martin
They're still up against the wall, though.
repositioning
There's still a
back.
chance.
with the turret still online. They don't even have to worry about their flank. Everybody is coming in for the front.
Oh,
Avez,
the Sage.
just as the smoke blooms.
He got
I don't know
the
if he caught a
Sage.
glimpse of
That's the
Chronicle.
round.
That was just a well-timed spam, but either way, this is his round. He's dominated every fight. A triple on the board already, and he keeps on going. 4
what a
in
round
his
that was.
favor. 1 man left
Dude,
to
what a
find, and it's the
recovery.
shorty
5-0
do it.
to
An
6-6.
in-zone flawless to finish us out in half
Switching
number 1,
sides.
and KC leveling up 6-6. This has been a remarkable comeback. And Icebox, it's anyone's game. Half 2 after the break.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Boaster, he thought the rest of his team was fighting because at one point they were 3-person fighting on site. But then the other 2 left. And then it's like he didn't get the memo that they were leaving. Fist bump in bears. Thank you, bro. Good to see you as well, mate. Americas, yeah, we'll miss a little bit. Keep me updated with like map picks and stuff. It's fine. It's Furia. Yeah, I mean, I expect C9. Honestly, I kind of expect C9 to 2-0.
Welcome back, folks.
Mostly because I think they're
Timer
better.
is
Second,
ticking
I
to get into this
honestly
second
really
half for
would
Fnatic.
enjoy an extra
It
hour in
feels like
bed.
they should be leaving that half
But
with
we're praying a
much
little
more
bit for that.
favorable scoreline, Tom, but
5-0 up.
they're neck and neck. A 5-0
Flash
start, some
replay.
incredibly
Yeah, that's
close
disrespectful.
rounds within those. But
It
the
was
rounds that they
outrageous.
lost are really
It was so
what I
uncalled
look
for
at
that
as
it was incredible.
ones that they shouldn't have. They had advantages, 1 or 2 man to the good, and KC were constantly able to fight their way back into things.
Paris for
I mentioned
champs?
Sanik as the
Maybe,
man, I
man,
look at it,
maybe.
and almost a comedic
I've
comparison
told
to
Riot
Wu,
that I want to
one of the
go.
most,
But I've
individually
never been
strong
invited to
players that
a
we've seen.
Masters or a Champs
Hafez,
yet.
though,
But I'm
the
kind
man
of
that we
hoping
talked
this is the
about at
one.
the start of this series, he is
It's the first time I've actually
14
wanted to
and
leave the
ace.
house
He
and go.
dominated the last
That
round with
helps.
what could have well have been an ace.
That's big. Yeah, I'm telling you, Bacon.
KC, he's been a godsend
We've actually
in
gone
this
up there.
series.
Eva Frost, thank you so much for the
Most is there
prime.
to kick it off.
Thank you for that.
You've cursed Avez in
Wherever
this
you're
round
Frost.
at least, as he's dead immediately. Wow. Maybe your
Paris is what made me leave my house, and I do. It's a short flight, that's why.
Will be able to do the work. The wall is going to gift them that plant. The retake is definitely not going to be easy, especially with Alfia back
Good
in
shot.
position, but he's dealt with.
Smoke from Bosta, double shock from Crashes. Should be done.
A wall of their own to play behind. But they have got a lead. Marching forward and eliminating Kayak. Crashes.
Yeah, you gotta tap this at
find
one
them ready
point.
with 2 shock darts. The first lands for huge damage. The second fired through,
Big
but they've
smoke.
avoided
That's a
that one.
big
Sent the
smoke.
lead forward to claim more scalp this man. A Terminator in
Oh
this
my god, Elite. That is a nuts round,
defuse as
dude.
a result.
Holy chat, this is insanely on.
Carries them to the lead, now 7-6. This was a 5-0 start.
Look at the
for
shots he's
Fnatic.
in.
I don't know how KC have managed
Oh,
to
that third
play
one.
their way back into the lead.
They may not have a wall, but they do have a Hulk.
Dude,
I
the
don't know
Macarena?
what
The
has
Macarena's
just
going on.
Holy. It's been a
That
while.
is an insane round from Elite. The headshot percentage was brought up earlier for Sugetsu. I know that back last year, Elite always topped those stats, but
Yukishi, thank you so
putting
much
a
for the
sheriff
prime,
in
bro.
his
Thank you for
hand
that.
just seems unfair. And it's the same again. Fnatic
What
gets
do we got?
themselves
Sheriff,
into a-
Sheriff. I will say that most people are getting
hefty
ecoed at the moment, though.
And
We
then
definitely,
KC can
yeah, we
battle
definitely
back
need to
through it.
tune into this one. There's been so many
Now-
second round ecos in this game.
A pistol.
Maritz, thank you so much for the prime as well, man. Thank you for the
Kayak
whole
and
year, dude.
Alfia. If you think back to Lotus, this might just give them a chance, but I don't know, it feels like a slightly different story since KC started winning rounds.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah, the close drone.
Many a team would have crumbled after the rounds that
Nate's
they
pretty
lost,
good.
but they have
Kayak
kept themselves
bails.
in this, and now the lead is theirs as a result. Up against Pistols, these second round conversions have not been
I
easy.
did not
Both
see
got
him.
past the turret. He has snuck his way under the tube. Martin is dead to rights here, but he hasn't been spotted. For now, Martin continues to draw breath. Boaster wraps his way around. He's looking for him. Can't quite find him. There it is. But
No
Martin's looking
way.
the right
That's so
way.
unlucky for Boaster.
So unlucky for Boaster. KC will read into that gap that was exploited.
Yeah, now it kind of, well, the play feels like it's gone. Plant, undeniable. Value of the Sage Wall will get you into this position. It's whether anybody on the Fnatic side comes out alive. You can see they're trying to play close to it, try and use the benefit of these pistols, but KC have been diligent in just destroying it! What has just happened?
Enemy
Kayak with a
remaining.
quick double, and it's going to somehow happen again, it seems. Sugetsu is all that stands in their way. As disaster looms on the horizon, he's managed to
Oh
get
my
into
God.
half. He's found another, trying to bait Kayak in.
Holy, these shots are incredible, man. What is going on in this game? That was so fast.
And he will
That
deliver.
was so fast, dude. Everyone keeps losing the second round after the pistol in this game.
Believe what I'm witnessing down
non-stop.
on this stage.
Look at that.
That is unbelievable. Look at these shots. Martin and Elite, you talk about trades. They didn't have a
Dude,
chance.
and then he walks through a one-way and still wins it.
And a perfect play in the
Zarella,
end.
thanks so much for the
When
prime.
my
Appreciate the 8
duelist
months.
gets a
Thank you,
triple
thank you.
kill. Yeah, sit down.
Insane
The
shots.
Sheriff on an eco round. Those second round conversions, they really have been the toughest of battles in this series. Now we're neck and neck again. This series seems destined to go the distance. Again, it's pistols on the other side, but Elite won't go down
Elite's got his own one over towards middle.
Alpha here. He lives
We're not doing this again,
to fight again. Moving into the B side, it was
boy.
to close out that previous half.
Dude,
Aves has got another.
Sadak, you're in the middle of a molly.
Back. What is going on in this game?
Whoa.
There's a gap in the wall.
Martin picks up a Marshall. He's pushing behind them, and they are so focused over towards site right now. Oh my god.
We're back to even Stevens. In a round that never should have been. KC still stand a chance. Crashies just one hit, but one away from a Hunter's Fury. By God, you might as well throw in if you get it. If you get it. And he will
oh my goodness, dude. This is so nuts, man.
This game is madness.
The Lotus and the Icebox have been so sick to watch.
They say that pressure makes diamonds. I think you could put a piece of coal between the butt cheeks of every Fnatic fan and they'd be creating diamonds on their own. This is honestly just the most ridiculous game I've ever seen. You only had pistols, Zai. You only had pistols. Unless that was from the round before, in which case completely valid.
I love it. It's so good. Them next to each other is the best thing ever.
We got guns now. We got her in the end. The way we got here doesn't matter, even though it does. It's gonna keep me up at night. Been a weird game.
Flash, but I'm seeing Kayak play anti-flash.
Weird day.
Great shot, man.
This is certainly an unusual series, but we're back to normality. Alpha here. Scott would say he's back. He found his opening. The operator in his hands.
In reaction, 2-person re-clear over towards B.
KC adjust. They go
I like the push.
B main. The space taken.
What's the timing like?
Watched for now, but they found the gap.
Man.
That timing absolutely perfect. And Aves will
They're going to get wrapped on that.
But on the fallback, there's two players wrapped around Boaster and Crashies holding.
Yeah, they just weren't expecting the timing.
Perhaps holding hands as we've seen in the vlogs. And now they combine to take this 4v2 and to potentially put Fnatic up 9 to 7.
Know that.
Shutting them down. One suppressed.
Oh, Fnatic have a 2-man advantage.
Where's the money at? They might have to save, right? Yeah, they're gonna save.
That's how it's felt. That's how
They
it's
definitely
felt.
gotta save this.
Luckily, for their sake and ours, KC have decided not to go for this one. They're going to look to hold on. I think also Crashy's having the Hunter's Fury as well. It feels like a deal breaker. Fnatic are going to extend their lead. For KC, going to have to try and find their footing once again. Bear in mind it was
What
a
is happening, mate?
5-0
It's
start.
such a banger map.
In the previous half, they've already proven that they can battle it back to 6-6. But as mentioned, when Fnatic get onto this attack side, that is where
Omen
they
off.
feel more
Have we had
deadly involved.
Nivera use Omen off
With
quite a lot?
Alfia seemingly hitting once again.
Nah, it was a 6-shot this.
Down, attacker spawn.
I feel like the game might just be swinging further into their favor.
Well, it's one thing to start slow, Tom. I think it's a different flavor when that lead, you creep back up to it, you claim it at last. Being behind the entire game. And as soon as they step across that finish line, another race starts and Fnatic take a big advantage. Climb up 3 in a row.
The Lotus,
That
honestly,
feels
KCO
very
played it
different.
really well.
I think it is a good moment for KC to sit down with their coaching staff, reset that mental, and talk about, well, the next round to come more so.
Killjoy Ascent off, yeah,
Save
that
2
was nice
weapons,
bacon.
but it'll be weaker showings across the board for the rest. The Hunter's Fury, if something goes their way, the round could easily end up in their hands. So these next 2
I mean,
are their chances.
they pretty much have to eco this. They got
fall,
2
Fnatic
hero
will run away
guns.
with it.
And then it'll all be about the next round.
Guardian for
And they
Abbas
should
Sheriff for Elite. If
probably
anything,
be up
this is
against
the
too
best
many
fight they've been
ults.
running all day. Hunter's Fury. I almost don't want to see him use it because then he doesn't have the Guardian out.
He might be able to do something.
67 seconds to plant in 2025, a gradual increase, 62, 65, and then 67.
So by next year, they're just not going to plant at all.
Does that account for the stats where they run out of time? Because that may pull the average up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Boo, hello, Boo. Icebox, well, you've only got it for one more week, mate.
Spike and spawn.
The death match.
At least then they won't have to run out of time to go get it again. 9-7.
Cover going out.
This is a chance to put all the shenanigans to bed
Data
for
with the Prime,
Fnatic,
thanks so
but
much for the 4 months.
there is still
1 week?
part of
Yeah,
me
you got
that
one
does
more
not
week of
believe that's
Icebox,
gonna
mate, and
happen.
then and then Abyss is back.
Paranoia. Denying any vision or knowledge of what's going on. In fact, Avis has popped this early. I don't mind this, because that means he's going to have his gun out when he sees it.
It's Sleeky with the Prime,
That's
thank you for the
always a
6
plus.
months.
I would have liked it off the drone. I think the blind Hunter's Fury, if you already know they're through the choke point, and you're ulting from like somewhere around this position, right? It goes straight down this lane. It can be so valuable because
that was
those
like their
players are
main.
boxed in, but
That was their main ult, really.
there's so many routes for them to avoid it.
Sugetsu has to do a lot.
Without a push to add that extra layer.
Damn, honestly,
does feel
it's
like
held
a
pretty
little
well
bit
with
of a
this
waste
smoke.
in a round
Thought about
where
the smoke
if
before.
they found a kill, it would be
30
huge.
seconds left.
They've got this
Knife
right,
goes
Chris.
in, see if anyone actually
The
took a
initial
timing.
delay
It
of
doesn't hit
Sugetsu
anyone. They
was
can
enough.
stick 4-person
They've
strong
gone
over
back
towards A. There's
this
25
site Where the
seconds.
majority of the stack
Wait.
currently sits. Aves is going to be that point of contact, but it's Marti to start. Here he goes again.
There's some guns here as well. There's a lot of guns for them to pick up, and they keep it clean. 1, 2 extra upgrades. And there was not many shots here.
That's where KC find their
Okay,
round.
Fnatic have to at least take some map control
It might not have
B.
been a push off the Hunter's Fury, but tell you what, it certainly worked.
He had his gun out. That's all he needed.
You were right.
If he'd had the Hunter's Fury there, he would have died.
This game is
Watch
pure
Americas?
madness.
Yeah, we'll watch it
Our
after this
team with
game.
a double from that corner. Aves swinging out on the Guardian, and then an easy close on the belt player. 9-8, and that's gotten an immediate
The coach
timeout
is
from
in
Fnatic.
to time this.
Or at least looking them up.
That's going in a spreadsheet, mate.
That is going in a spreadsheet. He'll bring
Both
that up to me in
teams
6
got a
years'
lot of
time.
money. And Fnatic have pretty much got their ult cycle.
Round between them. This has
Oh,
been a
boy.
remarkably close series. We started out with KC's map pick crumbling. A dominant display from Fnatic. He's barely clutching out Lotus, but now
Yeah, Fnatic
so
make sure they
difficult to
do
separate these teams outside
anti-ult.
of the first 6 rounds where
They want him to
Fnatic
get that
looked,
killjoy on.
pretty dominant.
There's also been a curse as well. And it wasn't by either of us. By Billy. That's Billy IDK, in case you're wondering, just need the full name. She actually stated that with Chronicle back on the
Like this.
Sage,
A default goes in, and then they throw the recon over towards B to see if they need to start heavily
having a
leaning
rough
over
game.
towards A.
So the
Recon gets
Scottish
chopped, so they
curse
stick
is
2
strong.
here. And this time they're going to try and punish this. Fnatic wait for this to try and go down. And so they're just going to get droned.
of course.
Bladestorm already hunting down these players inside of B main. Fall back here
it's
from
real
Sugetsu,
fast.
decides to play on yellow. That gives
Sugetsu's
Kayak an
out on an
opportunity to
island.
pose in the distance, but the shots
Wow, he
don't land.
crouched the knife.
It's Sugetsu to come out on top.
Drone
Aves
to
here
help
support.
him.
He's
He
just
can't
gonna
really
send the
get out of
drone
here.
through.
He's just here forever.
Spots some
Knife goes
info.
across. He is the stuck here though.
They pull a freeze.
Crashies has been watching it the whole time.
It's 35 seconds on the clock. If they're gonna go back, it would have to be now. And
Yeah,
I
rotate
think
comes
KC
in.
have
Sadak has
realised
2
that.
flashes,
Starting
1
to
nade.
gamble extra players over to this side of the map. Sugetsu has been forced into the open, and while Chronicle has now come alive, the res utilized to give them that advantage.
19 seconds,
of a
big
wall.
KO molly.
Should allow the plant, but it's being spammed.
KO molly
Hunter's Fury
there.
being utilized by Crashies should keep them safe. And while Chronicle, he's come alive. The counter curse has ensued.
Spike planted.
What do you reckon
Team with
happened?
the
It
weaker
bounced off
buy,
the
and
wall?
team that came in with a stinger
Maybe?
looks set to win this round.
Well, Martin might have something to say about that, but a 1v5, that is a tall task to step up to.
Must
Big
have
swing
bounced
by
off the
Fnatic
wall.
to close that out. Wasn't just Crashies he had to deal with.
I
but
like this
Kayak
from
was
Fnatic
looking to
though,
get
just
that
pouncing
trade
over towards
quickly
B once they
if
get past the
Crashies
smoke.
fell. Despite running into a heavier stacked
I think
side with
Crashies did really good to just have
on their way.
line
That
of sight
res bringing
on
Kayak back.
Sugetsu the whole
More
time.
guns for the battle. The Hunter's Fury claiming the life of Aves, removing him from that battle in the sideline. Allowed them to isolate every single duel. They all went the way of Fnatic 10-8. And the economy spread thin for KC again.
Sugetsu, Viper
This could be the beginning
up.
of the end for the defensive side. But an op in the hands of Sugetsu when he has the pit to work with. To assume he's got a shorty to fall back on.
Game has taught me anything. No scope someone in a Viper's pit. Or just push and die. Boaster already with the start.
Oh my god, the jump peak. It's a nice shot from Aves though. Yeah, gets the op out of there.
That's enough. This man has been impressive. We spoke about the first map performance, maybe the first half of the first map. Or was it? No, it was Lotus, wasn't it? From Kayak. He was insane.
20 kills in the first half of Lotus.
But on overall performance, I think Aves might be beating him. It's the second half. He's
Another
looking
hit over
just as
towards
strong as the
B.
first.
Double mollies, double
Panic
shock. Elite
They've leveled
has
the playing field,
Killjoy.
and they've got rid of Sugetsu. They're going to try and go back to this B site once again. That does mean pushing into the waiting arms of Aves.
Killjoy must be very tempting.
30 seconds
Oh, it's maybe a little too
Lockdown's
late.
coming into play. Fnatic, though, they get ahead of it.
Yeah,
They've
it's
already
way
found
too
the
late.
fix. This is an easy destroy on the lockdown. A follow-up plant to be secured. For a split second there, it looked like KC had
Looks
the
like a
right
call to
response,
save.
but they crumbled
people can't
every
buy.
fight
Elite
going the way of
Sugetsu.
Fnatic again
Fnatic loads of money.
in that 4v4.
It's gonna hunt him.
With Sugetsu falling early, no pit to give them hope of fighting back into this.
Now
They're
we're
gonna
watching
save.
Americas after this.
Again, we mentioned the economy was low for these players. An early mistake like that, and there's no way that they can afford to risk these weapons, but that doesn't mean that they're guaranteed to carry them through to the next. 8 bullets in the magazine. He can't afford a reload. It would give away his position. He's heard the steps. He's going to be here way
Dude,
earlier
he's so
than Martin
dead.
will
Surely
expect.
Martin.
This should be a backstab. Martin's not
Yeah.
even going to look. It's a free pick.
Double.
And he'll even follow up with
Double.
another.
Oh
The
man, what do they do
weapon's
now?
lost
They got a
either
big choice to
way
make.
for KC.
Big choice to make. 2 people can't get full buy.
Side of Fnatic, they are on the cusp of victory.
Yeah, pistol victory.
Even bind
Singular
corrodes.
round is all
Oh,
that
bind and
KC have
corrode
managed to
for second,
muster
third.
in this second half, and I mentioned it, the Fnatic attack side has always been the deadlier of the lot. Start to
Yeah,
see the
frustration.
frustration slip in, of course,
It's
for
showing.
KC.
3 hero guns.
The way they're competing with
And
Fnatic is fantastic. Like, we
back-to-back
talk about
B
the road to
finishes at the
Paris, and
moment.
even this loss would be a great step, but it'll all come down to the numbers in the end. You want to get yourself as many victories as possible, because all of those points can count, especially for the teams higher up the table. Maybe Fnatic wins the stage, but if you have enough points to be in the top 2 other than them, that's absolutely fine. Kayak, oh, that is a cheeky little
Oh my God, he's trying to hit him with the
spot,
shot
and I
bar.
think you know they're there, Aves. The flash is solid. The shot's
wait.
not quite, but he gets there in the end.
Can't get out.
Oh, he's so done for, right?
Completely trapped. Eventually, support comes through, but not in time.
Sadak
Those
tried to
players
help him
fall,
out and got
attempting to
insta-popped.
stand tall by his side. Crashies with a double.
Incredible.
And that could be what sends Fnatic to 12. The reveal onto Elite as well, damning as the wall bangs come through. Chronicles got him down to a sliver of health. Although he steps out of the slow, he doesn't stand for long. Martin, the last one standing for KC. A 1v4 that he doesn't even want to attempt. Carrying this weapon forward brings much more value.
Yeah, and Fnatic just have
For
a
Fnatic,
lot of ults
4
up.
chances to close this series out. It has been a long fought
Martin,
battle.
2-9 loss
starting with
bonus.
a
Yeah,
dominant
kind of needs to
victory,
save this.
and then their own map choice being stolen. Now they seek out Martin. They seek to steal that weapon from
Tell you what though,
KC's
feel
hands
feel
for the
pretty good
what
about
could be
K-Corp.
the final
EMEA
round.
might get really close.
This time at least. Able to survive the first, but he is still being hunted. The economy is absolutely fine for Fnatic, so they can
shot.
risk it, but it's crispy from
You
Martin.
sure about that? I mean, BBL and
KC,
K-Corp
but
look pretty
you
close.
Look at this, even just on historic data.
Liquid
team
looked a little
playing
rougher than I
Fnatic on
thought.
Mind, Lotus and Icebox. The fact they won a map is fantastic. Like, these are 3 maps that have always been solid for this squad. The fact is, though, when it comes to those champions points, when it comes to the playoffs battle.
We've got 4 chances.
Close doesn't
The bind was a little
normally
bit rough, but I reckon it's just prac. Time to prac.
I'm sure BBL from last year would like to have a conversation.
Okay, instant A pressure. Grid the question mark straight into this, and Sugetsu can't really fight too much because...
I imagine Sugetsu...
Wait, he's not going to commit when there's Razor. Sorry, Sage, right? Oh, okay, well, there's a Sage.
He is a brave man.
That's the best pick he possibly could have got.
And gotten out unscathed. KC, a man to the good.
Solo Sky C9.
Fnatic,
Wait, I thought it was Haven. They're playing a Sky on Haven.
Side, they had 2-man advantages that were stolen out from right under their nose. Start, well, it seems to be the same as what we saw in half number 1, but Sugetsu still drawing breath. Hunter's Fury put through for the support. One shot to Kayak is all that they need. The updraft
damage though, a lot of damage on this, and he knows he got the dash out of him.
Low.
Actually, he doesn't know that, sorry. Maybe the guy close to him.
Down in the open. And no means to retrieve it. A lockdown if they want to commit it for the space, but maybe better save for another round. They'll fight their way
if they're playing Sky on Haven, what are they doing? Playing Viper comp.
Grabs an orb to future-proof this ult economy. They have sent Alphayer on the runabout. He is now behind them. They might have heard those stabs. Elite suspicious, but he'll lose his life anyways. We're back to a 3v3.
This gets scary. 15 seconds though. They're so far away from the spike. Okay, they can just take safety now.
Even just dropping some weapons here could force
10 seconds
a few problems in the next.
It's the right move.
Going to chuck the operator away as they attempt to try and do a little bit of extra damage. Don't really have a whole lot to lose, but it's Sugetsu.
I think he had ult anyway, right?
Pick up the pieces. A 4K from him. What has been a slightly better half than the last, that's for sure.
Viper, Omen, Killjoy, Jet, Sky. Damn, old school.
Started to come alive. Now second on the board for his team. That does somewhat feel like another flash in the pan. This second half has only been singular rounds for KC.
3 more rounds.
Yeah, bro, this guy, man.
Need to make it 3 more in a row.
3 more chances, and they still got really good ults.
They're close to Hunter's Fury now with
they have the killer combo.
But a lockdown, a pit,
they just need to take a little bit of space to use it.
And
I guess they have to worry about Sadak's nade.
Or even the next. So many opportunities. For KC, they have to be flawless from this point forward. Ults of their own to commit. We've already seen Sugetsu hesitant to put down that pit. The round that they use it, it has to be the difference maker. For now, look at the information that KC think they have. It's 3 players wrapping over towards this B side.
Go down to Martin
a heavy
here.
stack there.
He hasn't been having the best map.
Mid. It leaves Martin alone.
Yeah, drone's just about to clear B. Drone clears B now. Rotate can come in.
Stands within the walls of this site. He could be in big trouble.
Yeah, I think he is in big trouble.
This is a contact play for Fnatic, and the lockdown will send him back.
Maybe they've saved that pit for
Sadak
retake.
with the knife hits 4. Martin's...
I have to assume that's the case.
Martin's out of there.
The attempt from Sadak is to buy
and
time.
what's the Viper ult like? Viper ult's good. Plan looks good.
If it is going to be a pit, it will have to be...
The Viper ult's awful. What happened? It's a minuscule Viper ult. It's mini in Viper ult form.
That's an interesting pit from Bo. So I don't think that was the plan, but maybe it won't matter. A ruse, some confusion, but instead the space has already been taken back. A mistake, but one that if they win the round, they won't mind too much. A res available, but difficult to be used. Sadak already low. A missed shot, but Kayak there for the trade, but they are losing numbers as they go. And already a player taps onto the spike. It's left all onto 1, and he can't hold. Sugetsu with 4 in the last 3 in this.
Did they replay the round?
I'm sure we're not getting a replay of.
Boast's fault?
Truly incredible work for KC. You look at that round.
It's been in the game like this for a long time.
To deal with it, but they're able to drop the pit without any utility, without anyone pushing through
That's crazy.
without even dropping the Viper. You don't often see that, Tom.
No.
Normally, the Viper's pit thing is so difficult to deal with.
The pit, I think they would have been a good idea where he was.
Oh.
Would have been vulnerable to the spams, perhaps. Yeah, it was.
I do think
it is just attack pause. I think we keep on going.
Don't
looks
throw
like an
the
Irish
Irishman
pit.
under the bus. All right? Don't you dare.
Well, it must be, because he was thinking of you, because it was quite small.
That's outrageous if you
I mean,
say at this moment in time.
it should be fixed.
Fnatic timeout.
It's been in the game for a long time, man. It should be
I'm going
fixed.
to take a moment to
But he should
potentially
also
discuss
know.
pit placement.
I'm not getting
anymore,
involved.
so
That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think they'll be thinking too much about it.
I get the orbs in OT. We could be headed there. KC climbing back. That's 2 in a row. Economy for Fnatic is a little shaky. It's going to be light shields and a buy for Boaster. Light shields and a buy for
I don't
Chronicle.
replay
They
it.
still have that Hunter's Fury. Oh, come on.
We need another replay of this?
Andy, I have one question, brother. Who hurt you?
Well, I think maybe the goal today is to make as many enemies as possible because the Sadak Flash,
Oh, yeah.
Sadak's quite a popular dude. Boasted.
So funny, bro.
He is
Four,
generally-
4 chances down to 2 chances. I would love to be. Dude, I really want to hear the comms from that moment, man.
See how many DMs
Must
are
have been
going to
so funny.
Oh, dropped up alongside Slow, but that orb's still being
This might be the round where Sagetsu uses his ult for this one. Dude, if they win this, the money's going to be really low. Everyone will sit around 2-9. Especially these two, that 3k. Some light armors will be out.
The ults. To be honest, the only
Sagetsu's been doing work over towards B. Been holding this down on his own, he's been getting info.
I think it's blocking his
Been holding
line
onto
of
this
sight.
ult for multiple
Didn't even
rounds.
use it in the last round when they could have got onto the defusal.
Knife
So
goes in,
I
hits.
think maybe he's just holding
I want
on
to say
it at this
just one. I don't
stage,
think
or
he hit
just
the
doesn't
stage.
like the Viper's Spear.
Economy invested. This could be the round, should be the round, perhaps, where Fnatic use those safety nets.
Yeah, Sagetsu's ready with it.
Running out of runway.
Huh.
The light that shone so bright now.
But there's not many positions for him to stand here. I'm nervous for him.
him.
He might have to take the space. Here goes the drone. Big duel over towards middle. That was a sick play. Dash over the top. Aves is in the middle of an ult, and Boaster has walked all the way through the ult, and they have no idea. Now they have the idea with the ult. Oh my god, bro. Aves is a god. And that Omen ult to get information from Martin was sick.
Striking from the fallen pit, and Kayak stands as the last man on Fnatic. No time. He cannot possibly get this spike and
Dude,
plant
he
it.
Omen
can't get
ulted
the
and found
kill with
Boaster.
Aves retreating.
Boaster's having a nightmare.
Try as he
Back-to-back
might,
rounds.
This round is already lost. All there is to do is save this weapon. One final round. The series goes the distance here on Icebox, and KC, they're on the verge of connecting overtime.
That was such a cool round from KC. You put the Viper's Pit in, but then almost immediately after finding an opening, Sagetsu just runs away. And while they're
Boaster
hunting
had a
to try
chance,
and
it
find
looks like.
where he's gone, Aves
4
is
chances,
using
one
that
last
chaos
chance.
to just clear them out. Just
Knives
wipe out
for
the
Kayak,
majority of the
though.
squad and drop the spike in the process.
And a
26
res.
kills, and it's the Sovas leading the way on either side. Crashies
26
is
to
there alongside
16
him as
from
well.
Aves.
Still a little bit behind,
Ooh.
but it all comes down to this.
Oh, my favorite words. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready, Tom? What's your
It's a
favorite
shame.
color? Purple? No.
Calling it back
I
and
like
doing
how
a
we're now
replay.
holding off on
Oh
the
no,
changing
don't say that.
color of the stage. Pretending
us
like
back.
everything's okay.
Takes us back to the days at the Coliseum.
Dude, next round
Yeah,
on.
exactly. It's just, you know, there's nothing to be afraid of with the color red.
Chronicle's hiding his head from it. He doesn't want to see it again.
Yeah, I don't
Haunts
see
his-
any issue in
his
on
dreams,
PCs yet.
his
Let's have a little
nightmares.
look.
Even without a fade on the server. But one round between them. This has been a remarkable comeback from KC. 5-0
Anyone
down.
struggling
they
with
equalize.
anything?
They take
Oh, hold
the
up.
lead 7-6, and then
Struggling?
it
No.
ends up being stolen away from them
No.
at 7-6.
Nope. Oh
Fnatic
no.
take a lot of rounds. They build up the momentum, and just as they're about to connect victory, it's 3 in a row for KC. There it is, ladies and
Still got time
gentlemen.
with it.
Pausa técnica.
Reviewing
Gotta
in-game
love the way that-
footage. Dude, the round after,
Badminton
I
reviewing
think you
some
gotta do
in-game
that
footage.
straight
There
straight
was a
away.
potential bug spotted in the previous. Boaster probably praying that's to do with the Viper's Pit.
Isaac, what?
And I have an update for you as well. Thank you very much to our
Isaac's
admin
big
team for
fan
being
of
prompt
tech
with
pauses.
this one.
Goes for
They have
100
reviewed the
gifted,
in-game footage,
making himself the number
seeing
one
if what happened on the
gifted
server.
here.
I'm not sure if it was the pit or something else,
100.
but there
He
was a
did 50
flag.
earlier.
Flag was
150 from Isaac.
investigated,
Chat.
and there was no
Chat. We've got
bug to be
nothing else to
seen.
do
The word
but
reroll
spam
will
the
only
slug
be said
oiler.
in this
Get
sentence
it
because
in.
it's not happening.
That's
The
crazy.
game will
Everyone at
tough.
Isaac_ say
Don't
thank
test my
you.
patience.
Especially if you
We're
got
going back
gifted.
into the
Isaac,
game at
that's
12-11.
wild from you,
Nothing
dude.
will change.
Thank you
Again,
so much,
thank you
man.
to our
Thank you,
QC
thank
team
you.
for being so quick and prompt in this one.
Get rid of the red.
But I'm glad I got to see the red down on the stage.
It's
rid of
huge,
the red.
man. Thank you
Memories
so
of
much.
the
Try and
past.
toodle as well with the prime. I appreciate that.
There we go.
Isaac,
Red is
thank
gone.
you so
Ladies
much.
and
Wait, we're
gentlemen,
going
it's
straight
time to
in?
get back into this game. The
Ooh.
last round of regulation about to
I
play
wonder,
out.
chat. I
KC,
wonder if that's a boaster
they
going,
could
that's
bring
my
us to
bad.
overtime
I'm just
here
wanting to
and
play
now,
it.
and it's their
That
best
would be a
opportunity.
boaster
The
move.
weak weapon for Kayak.
It honestly
Don't
would be.
be mistaken.
Because
He's got a
he will know
Bladestorm
about
to
that,
work
and I
with.
think he just forgot.
Guardian.
They reviewed it and said no bug.
See you later, Sugetsu.
Damn.
Blink and you miss it. He definitely missed Kayak in that round.
Jesus, an incredible
Man
shot,
who's been
man.
defending this B site tooth and nail.
2 over towards
Been
site.
a thorn in their side.
If
has
they
gone.
do get a pick, Kron has
Aves is still
res.
standing and sending out that
Might have to
utility
be
beam
a
to get
hero
his gun
push
back
from
in his
Elite behind
hand,
here.
which is
Isaac, thank
really
you so
all we
much, bro.
wanna
Again,
see.
thank
The
you, man.
Flash is solid, but he hasn't been able to take
Ooh,
that
the nade
pick.
to break the wall.
Even still, though,
Yeah, they don't get a
that wall is
plant.
quickly being broken. And the safety of that plant is diminished.
What?
There goes the
lied.
Bladestorm, but the recovered weapon still in Kayak's hands. The swing through from Poster, but the paranoia landed just in time. Aves, he's constantly been the one to
Aves
stop
has
them in their
ult.
tracks on
Res
this
goes in.
B-site.
Do you know where it is?
Hunter's Fury puts
Perfect.
through, dealing with the res.
And they swing
Kayak
off of the back of
falls.
it.
Another connection seemed close,
3v3.
but Crashy's just about dodges it. They know he's here, but he's got the info to play with as well as time ticks away. KC trying to bait
Oh,
the
what a
fight
shot
with the
that
tap,
was.
and they grab at least one. Elite for another, but he needs
Holy
one.
Chronicle, man. Of course it's Chronicle.
Chronicle.
Dude, what an absolute map this was.
13-11. They
What an
took it
absolute
close.
map.
The Kings of EMEA are
My
back
goodness, man.
with a victory to
This
kick
was
off
a
stage
sick
2.
best of 3.
It's such a valiant fight for KC. Like, this squad came in, I believe,